Kobe in the game, dunking on the whole team.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along. Hey, Brent, now that we are past the midway point of the season, it's fair to say games like these become even more important.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. It feels like after the break, the starter gun goes off, and it's a full sprint to try to get yourself into position to be a participant in postseason play. How's that for alliteration?
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Williams, Lonzo Ball out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Robinson, and it's Levine in at the 3 spot. Just 2 to shoot. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
And C.J. McCollum just relied upon for the incredible leadership qualities he possesses. And that kind of respect comes right away when C.J. steps into the locker room.
And just so good off the bounce. C.J. McCollum is as frustrating to cover as anyone.
Yeah, but it's also, Greg, one of the players in the league that we appreciate the most because of the footwork, because of the fundamentals, maybe a little bit undersized. He finds ways to get it done with efficiency and effectiveness. What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Williams, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough. Players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grabbed Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players. And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round, defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds for this front office. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Fires from deep. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Levine against Ingram. Here's Williams. Here's Levine. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
What helps Levine from mid-range? He gets such great lift off the floor.
Valanciunas with a screen on Levine. And that one's good. Ingram.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Rebounded by McCollum.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Williamson kicks to Valanciunas. Valanciunas with a screen on Levine. Ingram. No good from Valanciunas.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hawkins passes to Ingram. Pass to Valanciunas. Ingram with it. It's up a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
Woohoo, these teams are dueling, and Brandon Ingram answers back with a triple of his own.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the Bulls another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Back to McCollum. Valanciunas with a screen on Ball. No good from Valanciunas.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Robinson, it's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. And it's the Pelicans with the ball, trailing by 2. A 3 from McCollum. Robinson pulls it in. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Heat. Some solid defense from Ingram. so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Some changes for New Orleans. Trey Murphy comes in for Hawkins. And it's Jose Alvarado in for C.J. McCollum. Whitey's checked in for the Bulls. 1:43 left to play in the first. That one goes in. Pelicans trail by 4. Williamson looking it over. To end the run. Nice D from Williams. Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. LaVine, good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. Some changes for New Orleans. Looney's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Williamson. The Bulls also changing it up. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Javonte Green comes in for Williams, and it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. Brandon Ingram, Tiny Dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. He has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Ingram. Caruso grabs the miss. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's White. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. White's got his second bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
LaVine against McCollum. Here's Looney. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, focus from Looney coming in there as he did not alter his shot one bit. Confident in that attempt.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's the pass to Caruso. Green with a screen for LaVine. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Stolen by McCollum. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Bulls. They lead by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
The guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Marshall in at the 4. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Yeah, you can't leave Murphy open from deep. He doubled his three-point attempts from year 1 to year 2. That's confidence.
White, good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Pelicans trail by 4. And stolen by White. The dish now to Green. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, nice defense from Looney, able to totally upset the shot because of his positioning.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pelicans have a lot of weapons offensively, but there seem to be enough touches to go around. Coach Willie Green said there's a trust factor. All those guys, they go out and trust each other. It might be one guy's night in this game, and it might be someone else in the next game. They always just want to make the right play. Kevin?
Yep. Thanks, D.A. Good stuff. Kicks it out to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. over Edwards. Again, the Pelicans score.
C.J. McCollum can go from second gear to fourth gear and back to second gear. A defense's nightmare.
Here's Dosunmu. And the Bulls with another miss. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Marshall passes to Alvarado. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter, and they're able to recover. And the basket by McCollum.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
And so it's New Orleans with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Ingram comes in for Najee Marshall. And Hawkins subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Chicago also making some changes. Robinson's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Dosunmu. Here's Ball. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Offensive rebound, Williamson. White with the defensive effort. Chicago's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a three-point game. Williamson against Green. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Ingram. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
McCollum against Ball. McCollum passes to Looney. Hawkins with it. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray. Hawkins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. Zach LaVine comes in for Edwards. Ball, the pass to Williams. Nails the wide open jump shot. Williams has got 7. And the NBA looking to reduce the amount of carrying recently. Seems like GA ball handlers had to adjust.
You know, guards can get away with a lot these days, and it's hard for players and refs to make that adjustment. Ultimately, things need to be kept in check.
Hawkins against Ball. Here's Williamson. Williams with the block. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Tuesday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that game against Sacramento, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. McCollum outside. Shoots over Ball. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from McCollum.
Yeah, I wish McCollum would sell microwaves because I'd buy one. That's what he does. He heats up in a hurry.
And it's White missing.
something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Williams for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Pulls it up. McCollum, no good.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Levine with it. Now defended by Williamson. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Nine seconds left in the second quarter. Valanciunas with a screen on Levine. Robinson with the block. And he gets it down. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 2. And now, thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
Chet Holmgren's basically positionless. He handles the ball. He shoots like a guard. He has the versatility of a forward. He's, about 7 feet something? I don't know, man. This guy has the length of a center.
Just got to get out the way and let him go to work, just like me.
And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
You know, the entire coaching staff loves the way they're playing. Sharing is caring, and these guys are playing for one another right now. It's awesome to see.
Judging from the oohs and the ahs in the studio, I think we all agree. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Mitchell Robinson out there with Williams. Then it's Ball. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. Pulls up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
The assist, Lonzo Ball.
Pelicans trail by 7. Ingram with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Hawkins. Ingram a screen on Edwards. Pass to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Ball. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face is critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Hawkins. From deep. It's hauled in by Edwards.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
In rapid-fire release by LaVine on that one.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hey, Brent, coming out of this last CBA, were you surprised how quickly the push for a hard salary cap was abandoned?
Yeah, I wonder, Kevin, if some of it was just the timing of the CBA and not having to go down into the trenches to talk about that level of what's happening financially around the NBA. Also, the small market teams were super opposed to having that be put in place because at times they want a chance to go all in as well.
Well, some of the big men in the league didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. McCollum outside. Williamson with a screen for McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Pelicans trail by 10. Now here's Williamson. Nothing on the board. Can they get it? And slam dunk by Ingram.
Terrific feed from Valanciunas, a big man scanning the deck.
Here's Levine. Edwards looking it over. Outside for Robinson. Robinson a screen on McCollum. Here's Ball. Here's Robinson. Outside Williams. Now the pass to Levine. Robinson sets a screen for Levine. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much easier to execute when you have a handle like Levine.
And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Javonte Green, he's checked in for the Bulls. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, guys. Zion Williamson is a force to be reckoned with, but Coach Willie Green said he's just scratching the surface. He's going to continue to get better. Over and over again, he's making the right play. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thanks. Trey Murphy's checked in for Hawkins. Robinson a screen on Ingram. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
That's Robinson dominating on the inside to capture the board and go right back up.
Jacks up a three. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Edwards got 10 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Edwards against Ingram. Valanciunas with a screen on Edwards. Here's Ingram. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Ingram's got 4 this quarter.
And Ingram really can handle either part of that pick and roll. He could be the screener, and then he could roll, or he can score off it. Nice option.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
McCollum against Green. Green with the block. Edwards against Ingram. That's good from Edwards on the assist from Ball. 12 points for Anthony Edwards. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Bulls?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area. Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Green kicks to Edwards. Some solid defense from Ingram. Pelicans trail by 18. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Valanciunas. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way up.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
Back to Ball. Robinson a screen on McCollum. Ball dishes to Robinson. Pelicans with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. We start a 3-game homestand with that game.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hawkins is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time. And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Back to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Hawkins from outside off the mark.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Here's White. That three off the mark. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Here's Ingram. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And they made Ingram fight for that one, but he's not afraid to get physical. This is a good sign.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Dosunmu.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Edwards. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Hawkins passes to Ingram. Releases. Green with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 21. Passes it to White. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
For 3.
Edwards got 15 points here in the second half. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Ingram. Here's Looney. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
To the inside. Stolen away. Hawkins against White. Lets it go from 14. Knocks it loose.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Some changes for New Orleans. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Kevon Looney. Zion Williamson comes in for Trey Murphy. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jose Alvarado. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Lonzo Ball. Valanciunas with a screen on White. Back to Williamson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas. It's blocked. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Here's Dosunmu. Pelicans pull it in. McCollum outside. Loads it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Taking flight, Zion doing what he does best, getting up off the ground and bringing it down.
Bulls leading by 22. Here's White. Makes it off the glass. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. A three from McCollum. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, the coach has confidence in C.J. taking that shot, and so C.J. has confidence in making it.
Pass to Dosunmu. Latrey. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hey, Brent, in recent years, we've seen the rise of sports analytics conventions, pro basketball negotiation competitions. I mean, they're really digging deep.
Well, they're not only digging deep, Kevin, but they're giving a tremendous opportunity to a swath of people that never thought they'd be part of the NBA. Look, if you're not 6'8" with a 35-inch vertical, that doesn't mean that you still don't have a place at the table in the NBA if you study hard enough, or you can make contributions to what the business side of basketball is all about.
Now Hawkins. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. And Chicago also making a switch. Terry's checked in. Cullen passes to Ingram. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Bulls. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Craig kicks to White. Craig with a screen on McCollum. High post shot. And Valanciunas pulls it down. And here is Ingram. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.